Testing, testing. Are we live? Hello? Are we live? Testing, testing. Nice. Matthew Dropco in the house. Yeah, I kind of had to go live because 123K, we are officially having a breakout. And plus, there's a couple of, actually, there's a whole bunch of videos we need to make updates on. So, that's actually why we're live. We will still go live tomorrow, but I have to make a video. Like, there's a lot of comments that I just need to catch up on. So, Kok Inu, ASM, dude, we have so many. It's crazy. Toshi, Gary, like what the hell is this? Gary Network, yeah. I'll have to actually message this, say, hey, do you still follow this? Come to the live streams and I can take a look at it for you. Thank you. You're welcome. Brother, we need a new video on Mog. Is that Matthew Dropco's cousin? Mog. Brother, we need a new Mog video. Nice. Oh my god. And then we got the bots. Let's see. XYO posted on Kraken. So XYO is apparently having a good move. Yeah, it is. It's on the up. Yeah. Man, we got so many coins. I'll check the chat in a second. Aventus, Muse, Swiftcoin. I don't even think that's doing anything right. Swiftcoin. Oh, kind of. PNG. And then CKB. I think that's a Flipcoins coin. CKB. Oh, and then we got Flipcoins coins, which is Snack. Ooh, yeah, we already knew. We already knew, man. Snack is dude, this thing's going parabolic, man. Especially with that listing, dude. Congratulations. I don't know if he's here, but I have to look. What are his coins again? I told him I was going to make some videos for him tonight. Zabic and Turbo. That's right. Zabic and then Turbo. And then obviously Used Car and Billy and Dog and Me. Yeah, let's make a Dog and Me video. Alright, let's check the chat. Sorry, chat. I guess sorry, chat. That's funny. Matthew Dropco. Oh, hey, what's up, Matthew Dropco? Welcome. Good evening. What's up, Nights of Insomnia? Ethereum is so close, bro. Yeah, we're gonna also take a look at, we're gonna look at all these coins actually tonight on the live stream. 4,700. Dude, Ethereum is breaking out. Remember that we broke out. That's you know, when the whole war thing happened, it was $1,400, and then now bam, we officially broke out. So this is pretty exciting. Hello, can you look at Edge, Definitive Edge? We could take a look at that in a second. It was on 125 on crypto. Wait, Bitcoin was at 125K? What? Did it hit 125K? No, it didn't. Oh, I guess it hit all-time high 23 minutes ago, man. That's awesome. Bitcoin to the moon. To the moon. How are you? Are there any updates for WIF? We could take a look at that. Elon, hey, selling ETH at 7K, risky. I mean, if it actually goes that high, it might go past that. We just really don't know where the highs are. Yeah, we have to look at all the member coins. These are all coins that were requested. So we have to take a look at those. And then super chats. And then I'll take a look at all your guys' coins too. But just give me some time because we got to take a look at all these coins. Compound. Not on deck screener. What is it with? No, also not on deck screener. Let's see. Yeah, wow, we haven't taken a look at Compound in a while. Taking a look at Compound on the live stream. So nothing has actually changed from our last time in our last chart that we drew for Compound. We're still in an uptrend. We're still making higher highs, higher lows. It does look like we're attempting to break out. We are getting stuck at the 236 resistance, which isn't new for Compound. And obviously, once we break that area, the next target is $98. And then higher high validating this uptrend should take us to 154 to 232. And then obviously when we break out the 618 at 232, it's going to be macro bullish on the bigger time frame. It's going to be bullish on the macro time frame, and a breakout over the 618 should send you to 429, previous high, and then compound to the moon, which we'll take a look at that point and when that does happen. But as of right now, regardless on the market sentiment, as long as the price is under $57, it is still macro bearish. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and I will keep you updated, and thank you. Oh, Cock Inu for Sir Dropco. Taking a look at Cock Inu on the live stream. So we are actually in resistance at this point. We are over 6063. So this box right here, which is what we drew last time, or actually it's been a while. This box is resistance, which last time we did get stuck at it. We did get a nice wick, but then we closed under this target on the upside at 6084. A close over 6084 should send us back up to 5013. Keep in mind that is a crucial point though, because it is still hitting this downtrend, and it is still making a lower high. So if you're playing it risky and if you're thinking this thing's going to the moon, then you're going to hold past that. But if you're actually trading it and taking some profits, which I encourage everyone to do all the time, not financial advice, 5013 would be the next target on the upside. With that being, once you do get a breakout over this area of resistance, clearly the indicators state so too. We're extremely neutral on the RSI, and the stock RSI is about to hit max bullish, which does signify a big move coming for Cock Inu. With that being said, I will keep you updated. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you. Alrighty. FitFi. Let's take a look at FitFi, Beam, React, AI, OZ. I'm gonna bring this here. Yeah, so for FitFi, it's still macro bearish under 606. Sorry, 206, bullish over 15. You're just consolidating right now. The good thing is you're not making lower highs. You actually established a floor. So keep in mind, you're looking at 288 to around an 800% pump. At that point, you have to decide at what point you want to sell. Because even last time we established a floor before we got some sort of recovery rally, we never ended up breaking the 23632 resistance, right? So you only had an opportunity to sell. If we sold at the targets where I would have said, it would have been 300%, which is still a lot of money. You know, $1,000 turning into $3,000 is a lot of money. And then obviously we wouldn't know that this would have been the top here at around 558%. Because if you were holding for the 382 next target, you would have actually never ended up hitting that point, because we just basically fell off the table and then we got sent back down to the shadow realm. So same thing follows right now. You are looking at, again, 206, which is, what is it, 300%? Yeah, another 300% pump. And then obviously Moonboy target in a breakout over 1.5 cents should send you to the moon. But again, I'm not saying it's going to happen the same way. Nothing happens. I mean, I guess it does happen twice. Some things can happen twice. But you know, if we do land somewhere here, this area is all resistance, so we don't really know at what point we're going to get stuck. That is a really big move up though, so that's just what we're waiting for right now, is to get this recovery rally, which we got last time. And then Beam, I think Beam is also doing the same thing, right? Yeah, so Beam is still stuck in resistance. So we're actually over the 236 here. We said price to beat is 1 cent to 1 cent. 83 would be in play, which that on its own, once we do get a breakout, will not only make Beam not macro bearish, but it'll be macro bullish. And then you're looking at an 80% target on the upside before we experience some sort of resistance. And then once that breaks, then obviously to the moon. But as long as we're under those areas, these are all targets that theoretically should look into taking profits, if not selling all of it, right? Anyway, that's pretty much it for Beam. Not financial advice, just my opinion. And then let's take a look at AIOZ for the gentleman who's probably left. Taking a look at AIOZ on the live stream, so making an update video on this. So right now, we did put two targets, two key targets for AIOZ. We said it needs to stay over 21 cents. We did get a sell-off, but we did get a bounce. So if you bought it, congratulations. Obviously, you know, if you're trading it, you're killing it. That's an easy, 233%, 165% pump as of the current price right now. Target on the upside is 61 cents. Once you do get a breakout over 61 cents, God bless, this thing's probably going to go make a higher high, which is going to validate this chart. You're making higher highs across the board. So it should send you somewhere between the previous high at $1.29 to where it originally got released here at around $2.60. And then from there, we'll take a look at the targets on the upside. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you. Hold on, give me 1 second. Oh, wow. The cats are outside. I gotta go feed them. Hey, I caught the live stream. Thoughts on Gary? Yeah, I asked you to come over here, actually. I'm glad you came. So let's see. Gary Network. So obviously with Gary Network, it is kind of high risk, high reward. I mean, it is having a massive move up. I mean, you're up 344% in the last 7 days. Keep in mind, it is very small market cap, so it has a lot of room for upside potential, but it is risky and it is kind of a gamble. So just be careful with this, right? Not financial advice, but obviously be careful. So with Gary, taking a look at Gary Network on the live stream. So it looks like we got some sort of huge rally. Congratulations to whoever bought the low. That's around a 543% overnight. This is what I'm talking about. This is exactly what we're looking for. Keep in mind though, from the high to the low, as we always say, we have resistance at the 236 and the 382, which in this case, it looks like it's smacked right into the 236 at 209, and we are experiencing resistance. Keep in mind the RSI is extremely overbought. The stock RSI hasn't quite hit a maximum bullish yet, all the way up here. So maybe we have room to get us over 209 and consolidate in resistance, which is the best case scenario. If not, if it doesn't, we're probably going to have a really big red candle spawn, and we are probably going to come back down. And then at that point, we'll look at areas of resistance. But the two targets to look after for right now on the upside would be 209, which we got stuck at, and then 2 cents 75. With that being said, I will keep you updated. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you. And there you go, buddy. Buddy, oh pal. Let's see. Did you check ETH and Turbo? I already. Well, I'll make a video on ETH too, but I'll take a look at. I gotta make a lot of videos right now, so we're gonna get through this one at a time. Hoshi, thank you so much for the membership. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate your support and helping support the channel. And the 5 beans, thank you so much. Can you look at a cash network? Yeah, so a cash network, you had a nice run up, you had a sell off. You're still in this downtrend, you're making lower highs. Let's see if we landed any support. Yeah, so we landed on the 0.5 support at $1.08 around this area. So now we're getting some sort of recovery rally. So we do have resistance for a cash at $1.41, which we've previously gotten stuck at. also the 382. So we've already actually came up here and gotten and got stuck here. So as of right now, the 0.5 support at $1.08 is still valid, and then the target on the upside to beat would be $1.41, which we're getting stuck at right now, to $1.91. And then once we break out, $3.15 is in play. Keep in mind that is still validating this downtrend, so just don't get overly excited because we could still hit this downtrend and get stuck. So I'd say, if you're holding past 315, good luck, because once we do get that breakout and we invalidate this downtrend, this thing's going to go to the moon. So yeah. So right now you're just in the waiting room, basically waiting for your churn, for a cash to churn bullish. Now, financial advice, just my opinion. Nights of Insomnia, thank you so much for the membership. I really appreciate that. Can you check Mars? Market cap 204,000, bro. You are gambling. It's okay though. I totally get it. Good lock liquidity to market cap ratio. Sorry, it's not locked. Let's see. Is this it? 204,000. No, this is to Mars. I remember I looked at this for you. We have a chart, but this one. This is Mars the Hippo. We have a chart for this. Yeah, so this is the one that basically just came out. So I could barely kind of look at it right now, but I guess we can say bullish over 5060. Is that 5 zeros? No, it's 4066. As long as it's over 4066, which we already came down and retested, then targets on the upside are still valid, which on the shorter term is 2018, which as of today is around a 8x, which is going to put the market cap 1.6 million. But you already know this is a huge gamble. So, I mean, it can go 8x. Market cap to lock liquidity is fine. It's around 25%. That's not bad. So, there you go. Hoshi said, can you look at a cash network? I already looked at it for you. Unless I'm reading this late. Let's see. Hold on. I got to give the outdoor cats some food. Hold on. Hey, where's Brother Blue? Hello. Oh, my gosh. Hold on. I just got home from work, technically, so... Not from work, but kind of gets lots and lots of work. I have to give me 1 second, guys. I have to give these cats food. And then this one always waits for treats. This guy. He just wants to be hugged, but he actually wants treats. Let's see. Alrighty. So we did that. We got Toshi. Taking a look at Toshi on the live stream. So far so good. Our targets are all valid. So just like we said, the next target was 3085, which we actually tagged. So congratulations, whoever sold here, because you literally sold resistance. But if you're holding it long term anyway, and if you're not trading it, then you're still validating this channel in this uptrend. You're making higher highs and higher lows across the board. You're consolidating in crucial areas that you need to stay over. And then you're attempting to get a breakout. So a breakout over 3085 should send you to 2012. Yeah, 2012 is the next target on the upside. The reason why we don't have that yet is because this is resistance. So we can get stuck here and then come back down. But as long as 3048 is it's over this area, then the targets on the upside are still all valid. So we don't really need to worry about that. But yeah, so far so good. We did come and tag this target. So at this point, we're just waiting for that breakout. With that being said, I will keep you updated. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you. Yeah, Toshi actually hit our target. So what is this? Like 79%, man. That is awesome. Everyone's about to be so euphoric right now because everyone's making so much money in the stock market and the crypto market. But there's a lot of, there's going to be, I mean, when the bear market starts, man, there's going to be so much fear. It's absolutely insane, though. I can't believe my Dogelon still hasn't ran. But then again, I am degen gambling in that, so it is what it is. 420 Toddzilla, what's up? Best TA available. Thank you, my friend. What's up with GTC? Up 50% on the day. It's been 3 years. Yeah, that's what happens. Let's see. GTC. Yeah, wow. Oh my god, dude. Is this not getting, like, delisted, or is it getting delisted? Yeah, wow. I mean, every once in a while, you have this giant wick up. So, just don't get, like, trapped because you're literally just, like, in this downtrend right now. So just be careful with it. The RSI is overbought. Stock RSI is about to be max bullish. So you might get one final move up. But regardless, you're still making lower highs. And this coin looks like it's just going to zero. Not financial advice, just my opinion. Orange cat analysis, please. Yeah, seriously. Where is he at? Oh, he's probably watching the cats outside. Let's see. XRP to the moon. Can you look at track and near? There's more rotation to go. Yeah, if you time it perfectly, man, you could become a millionaire this cycle, just off of Coinbase coins too. Anon says Tibbir. Tibbir. I mean, yeah, I mean, I really don't know how to do TA on this, but you're up 25x. I'd say as long as it stays over 6 cents 70, it's going to the moon. And target on the upside as of right now for Tibbir, you did get stuck at the 1618 at 24 cents. If you do get a breakout over that, and if it does take a long time where it does come back down to 6 cents and use that as support, and you eventually do get a breakout over 24, 55 cents would be in play as of right now. Who knows? You might just get a giant green candle that takes you to 55 cents right now. So, not financial advice, just my opinion. Turbo. Let's take a look at Turbo. Taking a look at Turbo on the live stream. So for Turbo, our targets still haven't changed. We have support here at 2037, 2038, which we didn't quite come down and tag, so we still have support here. We did experience resistance at the 236, which was previous support flipped resistance now, but we did get a breakout over it. So as of right now, I mean, we're in the waiting room for Turbo. We're waiting for this breakout. 2058 is the 618, so that's why we don't have anything else drawn over here. We're just waiting for the breakout here before we take a look at the targets on the upside. And then as far as the stock RSI goes, nothing crazy here. You know, we might get one final push up before we reset and get some sort of sell off, which is what we're really hoping happens. And then the RSI is actually over the moving average, although it is neutral, so there's plenty of upside potential for Turbo right now. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you. There we go. Turbo's done. Let's see. Bam. We can X out of Turbo. Yeah, it's pretty good. Got a couple making a couple videos. Thank you, sir. As always, immensely appreciated. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Ronnie Sitch in the chat. Let's go. Yes. We got cats. We got cats. And we know it. Did I miss anything? Silver Days, thank you so much for the membership. Thank you so much for the 4 beans. I really appreciate that. Taking a look at XRP on the live stream. So far so good with XRP. We had support drawn at 267 at 304. We said as long as it stays over this box and this area of support, targets on the upside are valid, which clearly we did stay over. Now we're getting some sort of reversal. The RSI did reset. I mean, it didn't go oversold, but it did reset, meaning we're not overbought anymore. So obviously plenty of upside potential. And my target at $6.54 is still in place. So nothing new, nothing exciting happening with XRP until we break out this previous high. And then 654 would be the target. And then obviously the reason why we have a target here at 27 is because technically that's the next area of resistance. We do have a target here at $27 for XRP. And then from there to the moon, please come by and super chat. If it does go past that, I would really appreciate it. With that being said, I will keep you updated. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. That honking was not for me. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. I love it, dude. I love it. Is there like fighting? Are people fighting outside? That's crazy, man. Okay, let's see. Ethereum, or is that a special video too? No, that's actually on here. So I gotta make a video on Ethereum. Yeah, so just FYI, guys, I actually clip the videos in the live streams because that's how I make my ad revenue. So then I edit them and then I post them. And that's how I get a couple of dollars every single day from the ad revenue. Nice. Taking a look at Ethereum on the live stream. So, wow, everything actually played out. We held support. We came down. We held support at 3 to 3,300. We got a breakout over 4,100, which was the triple top. And then now 4880 is in place. So at this point, we can redraw. We don't need these targets anymore because technically 4880 is still the target on the upside. And then once you get a breakout, once this breaks out, macro target for Ethereum is 14,000. I know that's kind of moon boy. I'm gonna just call that the moon boy target. And then I think shorter time frame is 6 to 8,000. Yeah, 8,263. So around this area. So as of right now, I can say even on the bigger time frame, so not on the super small short time frame, as long as Ethereum stays over, I guess I would say 29. That's a really big drawdown. But I mean, it's crypto, so it does happen. So before our areas of support was down here, now we kind of shifted it because we're about to because we did technically break out over our targets. So $3,000 to $3,600 is support. And then $4,800 is the next target to break over once you do get a breakout over 4,880. 8,309 up to $14,000 are the targets for all-time highs for Ethereum. With that being said, I will keep you updated. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you. What's up, Grimaldi? Welcome. Welcome to the live stream, man. Gearthin, what's up, Gearhead? How are you? Why is it saying I have 0 viewers? Did my internet cut out? Are you guys here? Hello? Can anybody confirm? Welcome to the live. Anybody confirm? Can anybody confirm? Testing, testing. Oh yeah. All right. Well, I guess we'll keep going. Taking a look at ASM on the live stream. So ASM is holding support at 1 cent 60. And then I guess on the macro time frame, yeah, I think that was shorter time frame, right? Because we did get a breakdown. Yeah, that was a 786 here. So at this point, because we are going back up, let's actually redraw the targets on the macro time frame for ASM. So from the high to the low, it is as long as ASM is under around 2 cents. it is still macro bearish. It does look like we've attempted to break every single time we actually came down here. We did get a nice move back up, but we're making lower highs, which is my only concern. And then bullish over 4 cents. We need to close over this target, so not just wick over it. So ASM still has quite some price to recover before you're macro bullish. Okay, breakout over 4 cents 17 will be macro bullish, and then as long as it's under 2 cents, it's bearish. So very simple. And then what you really want to see is consolidation in this area of resistance, and then eventually maintain an uptrend, making higher lows, and then you'll get that breakout, and we'll look at the targets on the upside. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you. First super chat of the night. Let's go. What is that? Canadian $6.99. What is that? That's got to be like $5 USD. Yeah, that's $5.09. Let's go. First super chat of the night. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Thanks for continuing Swiftcoin coverage. Cheers from Calgary, Canada, brother. Do you think Swiftcoin can hit 10 to 15 cents in the near future? Actually, that's perfect. Someone was asking for Swiftcoin, so I actually have it up here. Yes, but we do have, I think 8 cents is my target right now. So at 8 cents, you have to decide, hey, is it going to go up to 10 or 15, or maybe take profits there? The thing with Swiftcoin is that it is very small market cap, so it could go well past that, okay? This thing could go to $1 and only be 10 billion market cap. And the reason why I'm making that comparison is because Uniswap went well over that. And then there's other like exchanges and swaps that went well over that. And I know Swiftcoin is a swap. So it could go well over that, but play it smart. Definitely take profits on the way up. And then let's take a look at this for you, because I got to make a video on this anyway. So taking a look at Swiftcoin on the live stream. So nothing has changed from last week's update video. Our targets are still valid. So 2093 is still support. We are experiencing resistance at 1 cent 15 to 1.5 cents, which clearly we're having a hard time breaking out over. Once you do get a breakout over this area, 2 cents 37 would be the next area of resistance. And once we get a breakout from there, you could see that we don't have any more resistance. The next area of resistance for Swiftcoin is going to be a higher high and a breakout to around 8 cents 30. And then obviously from there, 31 cents would be in play, and so on. But we could actually save this here on the chart as of right now, and then just keep in mind that you're literally in this uptrend right now. So you're in an uptrend, you're in an upward channel, and you're just waiting for this breakout to send us to 8 cents, validating the fact that you've been making higher highs and you're making higher lows. So we're just waiting for that breakout as of right now. Anything past 8.5 cents, we'll have to take a look at that point. But as of right now, these are the targets, and this is what we're waiting for. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you. Dude, do you guys see my cats running around in the background? And thank you so much for the $6.99 Canadian. I really appreciate that. That is awesome. First super chat of the night. Thank you for your videos. Rockra, thank you so much. I really appreciate the support and the comment. Dwayne Kelly for 5 beans. Let me know what you want me to look at for you. I really appreciate that. Eric Moreno, another super chat for 2 beans. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. Keep the super chats coming, guys, one at a time. Everybody, if everyone gives me like $100, that's, we're looking at like $14,000 if I get 100 people in here. No, wait. Hold on. Is my math off? Dude, that would be crazy. Imagine if we all become millionaires and everyone donates $100. Wait, yeah. So 100 people, if everyone donates $100, oh yeah, that's 10 grand. That's true. Fam, what's up, Eric? Can you please tell me the tokenomics of Gary and do TA on it? Let me know what you think. I just looked at Gary, but I could take a look at it again for you. And thank you so much for the 2 beans. I got to look at Dwayne Kelly's XAI because he went first, and then I'll take a look at Gary again for you. XAI USD. Let's go. I guess we could do this one, right? Yeah. Yeah, so for XAI, you got a long ways away. Man, your coins, you're in the waiting room right now, because the second that like the money starts flowing into your coins, you're going to get it, like they're all going to come at once. Because like PYR, Beam, XAI, all these coins are just waiting to get that breakout. So there's nothing new, nothing exciting to see with XAI. Bearish under 9 cents 40. The target is 16 cents. The reason why 16 cents is crucial here, especially, is because it's also validating this downtrend. So you could come up to hit the 382 resistance, which does also coincide with this downtrend, and still be bearish and fall off the table. That's pretty much it for XAI. Not financial advice, just my opinion. And then you said Gary. Yeah, it's a gamble, but the tokenomics on it, man, is this thing really going to go back to $1? When, dude, imagine this goes back to 58 cents. This will make millionaires if it does. The highest market cap it's been was only 18 million though. So it's around 4 times that. So you're looking at 3 cents 20, which means that they really diluted the market. On top of that, you're only 50%, right? Yeah, you're 57% diluted, okay? Which means that there's another 43% that's not in the market. So as they release coins, just be careful, because it's gonna it's inflationary, and it's gonna bring all the value down. So it's not like stocks where it splits. It's more of a, we have $1 billion and we're now releasing coins. So you don't like that. You don't want that. But the good thing that Gary has going for itself is that it's such a small market cap that it fully diluted, that it really doesn't matter anyway. If this thing was like at $1 billion and then the market cap was 479 million, then I'd be like, hey, be careful. They have $600 million that's not released in terms of the value of the token. So when they release that, when they start selling it, that's obviously going to put the price down. But it doesn't really matter at this point. With adequate listings and with demand going up for Gary, obviously now it's probably on people's radars, because it's up 300% in the last 7 days. It's probably going to increase buying pressure, or people are going to start probably buying it right now, which isn't bad, because again, it's only 8 million market cap, fully diluted. In terms of the price action, we did say it did hit resistance at 91. So because we didn't get over this area, and if we don't get back over this area, you are probably going to get a sell-off that's going to take you back down to the low. So it's probably going to accumulate, consolidate, and if it doesn't, you're going to make a lower low and validate this downtrend forming. That's pretty much it for Gary. Not financial advice, just my opinion. And thank you so much for the 2 beans. I really appreciate that. That was awesome, man. I got 3 super chats in like 5 minutes. That's awesome. Let's take a look at Mog. Taking a look at Mog on the live stream. So technically, you're still validating this uptrend. You're still holding this this channel, and you haven't came down and retested the channel as support. So you got some ways to go. 5 zeros 22 is still in play, followed by 5 zeros 40, which is the previous high, and then once you get a double top and a breakout, you're looking at 4 zeros 22 for Mog. So everything's still valid right now for Mog. And then if we do break this downtrend, then we'll look at areas of support and areas that it needs to absolutely stay over. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you. Hyperlit, Forex for Doge. Oh, easily. Yeah, I think so. Taking a look at Dogecoin, making a Dogecoin update video on the live stream. So we actually held support for Dogecoin, and we're making our way up to our next target, which as of right now is 29 cents. So we don't really need to do anything and touch this chart, because as long as it stays over 16 to 18 cents, and some people are probably going to be mad, but like we said before, I mean, if we do get a sell-off, we will probably come back down. Regardless, though, you're still in an uptrend and you're still validating this channel, making higher highs and higher lows. But as if the price action doesn't get over 29 cents and we have a correction, 16 to 18 cents absolutely needs to hold. And then once 29 cents breaks, 36 cents would be in play, followed by a breakout over that, which we'll take a look at when that does happen. As of right now, we don't really need to worry about the targets on the upside because we have, 5 cents to 29 cents and then 36 cents to break out on the upside. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you. H-bar is on Robinhood and Floki's on Robinhood. Cap, let me see. I'll be the judge of that. Let me look at Robinhood. H-bar. Oh, no way, is it? Oh, shit, yeah. I can buy Hedara. Dude, that's crazy. Yeah, I can buy H-bar on Robinhood. Wow, what a coin, man. And then Floki, what a gamble. Oh, wow, Floki Inu. Bro, no way they added Floki on here. They added Floki Inu. That's crazy. Dude, they added Floki Inu. It's not even called Floki Inu. It's called Floki. So they literally named it wrong. Wow, what a complete F up. Yeah, you guys can buy Floki on Robinhood, man. A lot of people are about to get absolutely wrecked right now and use that as exit liquidity. So just be careful with that. I don't mean to be pessimistic. I'm just saying be careful. Taking a look at XYO on the live stream. So we had a really nice move up for XYO. Everything's still valid with XYO, and we did get stuck at resistance. We do have resistance at 1 cent 13 to 1 cent 40. A breakout over this should send us to 2 cent 20. And then if we're going to validate this higher high, then obviously to the moon. We'll take a look at the targets on the upside once we do get that breakout. But as long as we're not over this box, then we do have to stay over this uptrend and use the uptrend as support. And then if that breaks, we'll take a look at areas of support at that point. But so far, so good for XYO. What I'm hoping is we get a continuation up, and this wick wasn't just a liquidity wick followed by a sell-off. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you. Man. We got busy today. We're going to take a look at Aventus. Oops. Taking a look at Aventus on the live stream. So, unfortunately, we're having a hard time getting a breakout over this area of resistance, which is why we have this box here. We do have resistance here at 201, which we got a wick to and then got rejected at again. But it does look like it's attempting to break out, so there is some hopium there. Once we do get a breakout over this area, which is 201 to 288, 495 would be in play. And then once we get a confirmation breakout over that area, I'd say to the moon. But as of right now, as long as you're looking at your phone or you're looking at Coinbase or wherever you have your Aventus, you do need to get a breakout over 201 to 288. And then on the downside, it does need to hold this previous low. Otherwise, you're just going to be making a lower low. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you. Taking a look at Muse on the live stream. So, yeah, I mean, is this coin still on Coinbase? Yeah, I guess it is. So for Muse, I mean, it just looks like it's been doing nothing but accumulating since it actually came out. I'd say keeping it very simple, bullish over $8.42. $18.87 would be in play. Keep in mind, we've gotten rejected at this area 3 times now. So we need to get a breakout over the 618 for it to be very bullish. And then a breakout over $18 should send you to 33, previous high, and then Muse up to $575 would be the next target for price discovery. It is relatively a small market cap. So, I mean, it could go well past that because I don't even think that's that much, right? What is that, I guess maybe that is a lot. That's 50x. Yeah, that is pretty life-changing, a 50x. So that would put the market cap around 200 million. So, theoretically, it could go much higher than that. Keep in mind the highest market cap this has ever been was 49 million. So you are looking at around a 4x on the market cap and a 50x on the price. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you. Yeah, man, where's Allo? Because this thing is like, I can't believe this is on Coinbase, and it's like, I mean, what's the lock liquidity? What is the liquidity on this? Like, there has to be, yeah, I mean, it doesn't have any lock liquidity. It's just literally a 7 point. That's so crazy. Yeah, whatever. Meow and meow. Wait, that's the first message I saw. Demon, that's the first message I see. So if you wrote something and then you wrote and meow, are you still thinking of buying Billy? Then that's the first message that I saw you write. So I'm not sure if your messages went through. But yeah, absolutely. If it comes down to the right price, then yes, I will definitely buy Billy. But it's just I saw it at such a cheap price that I don't want to overpay for it. Taking a look at Billy on the live stream. So same old with Billy. We have resistance at 2.052 to 1.10. We are attempting to break out for the 3rd time. I'm really hoping we actually get over resistance this time, and then this thing should get sent to the moon. We'll look at the targets on the upside once we do get over this box. And then on the downside, I mean, it's still maintaining levels over the uptrend. So as long as it uses the uptrend as support, then targets on the upside are still valid. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you. Yeah, nothing's also changed with Pangolin, so I don't know why that person said they want Pangolin. CKB. Oops. Yeah, also this. Just waiting for that breakout. Snack. I gotta go respond to them and be like, yo, what's like, there's nothing to see here. Taking a look at Sneck on the live stream. So, so far so good for Sneck. I'm hoping we're not getting stuck at the 618. No, we actually got a breakout over the 618. Yeah, so let's go. Let's go for all the Sneck coin holders. So as of right now for Sneck, 2.095 is in play. Double top and a breakout should send us to 1.70. And then Moonboy target is around 3 cents for Sneck as of right now. Anything over that, we'll have to take a look at once we establish a top and start getting some sort of sell-off and correction. But as of right now, 2.095 is still in play for Sneck. So our chart is still valid. Nothing really needs to change on Sneck. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you. DZ says, what's up, meow? Can you check out Dog and Me and Mamo? I can check out Dog and Me because I have to make a video on it. Taking a look at Dog and Me on the live stream. So we are getting stuck at resistance. Nothing new though. We've said that 3064 is resistance. But it does look like it's attempting to break out. A breakout over 64 should send us to 95, and then from there to the moon. Everything's valid right now. Beautiful chart, very bullish for Dog and me. It is a 167% only back up to its all-time high. And if you're validating this chart and this uptrend, you're making a higher high. The higher high, once we do get a breakout, is over here at 205 for Dog and me. Now it is a relatively small market cap, so it could go much higher than that, but we will just start off there and then see how high this can go. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you. And let's do Zebic. Taking a look at Zebic network on the live stream. So far so good with Zebic. We are staying over key areas of support, which as right now is 2046. You're still validating this uptrend too. We did get stuck at the 618 at 2057. Sorry, no, we got stuck at the 786. Yeah, and then the 618 is very bullish. So it is now coming back down and retesting this as support. Keep in mind the stock RSI completely reset, which is a good sign. And the RSI is neutral now, so plenty of upside potential. 2073 is still in play once we do get a breakout over the 786. If we don't hold 46, then we are going to get a bigger capitulation down. At that point, this box does need to hold. This uptrend is invalidated, but we still do have another uptrend forming on the macro time frame. So we'll take a look at that if that does happen. And then obviously Moonboy target for Zebic network on the macro time frame hasn't changed. It's still around 1.5 cents for a higher high. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you. Yeah, you got to ask. Sorry about that. So yeah, so far so good. I mean, on the macro time frame from the high to the low, you are over the 3-2 at 88 cents, sorry. So keeping it very simple and short and sweet right now for width. It needs to stay over 89 cents. As long as it stays over 89 cents, $1.72 is the next target on the upside, which as of today is going to be around a 63% target on the upside. And that's pretty much it for width. Not financial advice, just my opinion. Sorry I forgot it, but thanks for asking again, because obviously we have a lot of coins to look at. Moodang. Let's see, Moodang. Can't believe this thing got listed on Robinhood. Taking a look at Moodang on the live stream. So far so good for Moodang. I mean, you had the giant move up, and now you're just consolidating. So some say that this is a bull flag, some say it's a bear flag. We really don't know until obviously after the fact. But what we do know is that as long as it stays over 11 cents 70, so around 12 cents, which we already came down and retested, it is still very, very, very bullish. So as long as it's over 11 and 12 cents, targets on the upside are still valid, which is retesting the 786. We already came and retested it and got rejected. So 32 cents would be the target on the upside. 68 cents, and then I think Moodang has a target up here up to $6. So all that's still valid as long as we stay over 11 and 12 cents. And if we don't, I'd say the top is in, and you're going to get a bigger capitulation down, which at that point we'll take a look at areas of support. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you. You're welcome. How come we can't look at Mamo? It's the next Zora. Sorry, DZ, your free coins are it's over. You got a super chat. I need $100 from you to keep the stream going. Let's take a look at Zora. Actually, yeah, Zora has been going parabolic, man. I was just joking. I'll take a look at it. Just give me a second. I was just trolling. Yeah, so. Taking a look at Zora on the live stream, so the chart hasn't changed. We said as long as it's over 4 cents 50 to 7 cents, which we actually came down and retested. So whoever bought this, good on you. But I mean, you bought literally, it was a high risk, high reward gamble because this is support for a continuation up. But if this didn't hold, then the top is in and you're going to get a bigger move down. So for those that did buy, that did take that risk, congratulations, because you actually ended up making a higher high. And as of right now, 17 cents is the target on the upside. And keep in mind, from the correction, that is up around 162%. With that being said, very simple. We didn't need to change anything. So the only time the chart changes is once we do get that breakout over 17 cents, or if we do get a breakdown below 4 cents 50. I will keep you updated. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you. You said Mamo. Mamo. Oh yeah, I have a chart here for you. I mean, yeah, Mamo looks really good. Yeah, these both. I hope you got in. I hope you got in early on these coins, because look, this is still validating this uptrend right now. I guess the next target, which, yeah, it's 29 cents, and then you're looking at $1.17. What is this though? Like, what's the market cap on this bad boy? Yeah, 48 million. So, what is that? $1 is gonna send it to 5x. So you're looking at you're looking at a 200 million market cap coin. That's not bad at all. It does have a token unlock schedule. It does look like it's releasing coins, so just make sure you get out before they release on you. But starting in November of this year, they're going to start unlocking team advisor and contractors, which is going to increase selling pressure because I'm assuming they want to get out. So just be careful with that. Not financial advice, just my opinion. And you're welcome, DZ. Thank you so much for always coming by. You still got that $6 target? I do, as long as it's over 11 cents. If it doesn't, I'd say you're cooked and you're probably going to come all the way back down. So just be careful. That would be lovely. Yeah, I hope it hits for you. Look up Useless. Yeah, my friend's in Useless, actually. My friend who made a lot of money on Ponke is now making a lot of money in Useless. Good for him, man. Good for him. Yeah, 27 cents, bro. That's awesome. Is that the right one, though? Yeah, 28 cents. Yeah, this thing's crazy. Yeah, man. I mean, this thing is, the world's your oyster on this coin. Yeah, you're over the 1618. $2 is in play right now, which from 20 cents is 10x. So you're looking at close to 7 to 8x right now on Useless. But it's really hard to kind of chart these because, again, it came out, you had a correction, and then it's just very little movement. So you might get something like this constantly, and then you might get a giant red candle spawning in and basically getting rid of all the gains. So just be careful with this coin. Not financial advice, just my opinion. Yes, Mamo releases coins. However, their project is staking and APY is crazy. Yeah, but you're staking, and then your annual percentage is still inflationary. Sorry, it's not inflationary, but it does increase selling pressure. So the thing is that when people stake their coins and they get more coins and they get ridiculous APY, when your tokens get unlocked and when you get that money, what do you do with it? You sell it. So it increases selling pressure, which drives the price down. So just be careful with that. I'm not saying it's not a good coin, and obviously with token burns and other protocols and systems that they have in place, it could offset that. Kind of like a couple of coins have like an offsetting, something to offset the fact that they're distributing coins. But just be careful with that. You like cats? Yes, I have 2 indoor cats and I have 2 outdoor cats. So yes, I really like cats. Obviously, oh, wow, I completely forgot to turn on my my sign. There we go. Yeah, we got to do Bitcoin, and then I think we're done for the night. That's pretty good. We had a good stream. We had 3 super chats tonight. That's awesome. Thank you so much for the super chats. Taking a look at Bitcoin on the live stream. So far so good for Bitcoin. We said that as long as it stays over 100 to 108 on the macro time frame, 139 to 148, which is my target for Bitcoin all-time high, is in play. I could be wrong. I have no idea what I'm talking about. That's just my target. So that's like how I'm doing my play and how I'm coordinating my funds. So I'm kind of my portfolio and my trades revolve around 139 to 148,000 Bitcoin. So if that doesn't happen, then I'm kind of screwed. But if it does happen and if it goes higher, then I would have made my money and I could get out, right? And put all that money in savings. But regardless, this chart is still valid, and we really don't need to worry about anything right now as long as it stays over these 2 targets. So it's playing out right now, and nothing more to talk about there because it's pretty much the same thing that we've been saying every single week. Bitcoin dominance is dropping. Obviously, Ethereum dominance is going up right now. So I'd say that alt season will probably start, which a lot of people are holding altcoins when Bitcoin dominance does drop below 54%. When that happens, I do think there's going to be a massive influx and overflow of liquidity and money going into and rotating into altcoins. Just my theory, just my analysis. With that being said, as always, I will keep you updated. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you. Bam. Let's see. Cats are lovely. Yes, they are. I love cats. Meow. You buy anything new coins or just Elon? I just have Elon. I just I just have my whatever. It's like 11K, 12K, whatever it is. I don't even know. I just have that much in Elon, and then the rest of the profits I just rotated it into just a savings account and good that I did that because I mean this looks like it's going to zero, but I hope it doesn't because I don't want anybody to like lose, but I hope people make it on this. What was I going to look at? Oh, yeah, I was going to look at this. Yeah, it was on 63, and now it's on 60. And it got delisted on OKX. So I'm just like, I keep looking at this because this used to be 65 at its highest, and now it's at 60, which means that 5 places removed this. So I'm just waiting for this to like kind of capitulate and go down to 5 pages, 4 pages, 3 pages, and so on. But that's pretty much it for it. Any plans to make any purchases in the future? No, my plan isn't. I think that we're closing in on the bear market, so I think I want to be more I want to have more cash. So I'm just kind of positioning myself right now and hoarding all the cash that I possibly can with the YouTube money and then with my trades. When we do go through the bear market and when I start looking at the indicators and seeing that, Bitcoin or the S&P 500 and whatnot, they're all oversold, that's when I'm going to start dollar cost averaging down and getting and playing it very conservatively that way. But I hope you make it with Elon. I hope I make it with Elon too. I am hoping I make it with Elon. I think I should make it. It just hasn't ran yet, I mean, I really do think this is going to run. Like, this doesn't look bad. It looks like every other coin. You had a spike. You're down 90%. You've been accumulating for 2 years now. You have like 2 to 3 years of accumulation. And then we're just waiting. We're really just waiting for this, We're waiting for this, But it is what it is. I'll keep waiting. If it happens, it happens. If it happens, I'll have like more than $1 million. After taxes, it'll be less than that though. But I think based on my selling, I think I'll definitely have some breathing room, and I'll be able to play it a little bit more smarter in life instead of having to kind of degen gamble into these get rich quick schemes. But it is what it is. We'll see what happens. I think the market will be done by November at the latest. Maybe it might extend to next year. The thing is, nobody really knows. So it's like you just got to pick your play and stick to it. So I'm not going to get chopped up because the problem is that if you're trying to time it perfectly, it's never going to work out. The only time it does work out is if you're just super rich and you're just like buying regardless. You're always buying. It doesn't matter because you know that the S&P 500, the stock market, and everything always goes up anyway. So you really don't matter. But for me, it's like I don't have that much capital, so it's like we have to kind of invest in Dogelon Mars, like Dogelon Mars or like Dogecoin and things like that. So, but I get it. No plans in the future to. I'm never buying shit coins again. So. Nice. Well, you'll make it when you see with your Mustang. I know. No, I'm not gonna buy that. I think that I'm gonna stick with my car. I think it's the universe trying to like suck you back into like a car expense, which I don't want to do. I think that I'm fine with the car that I have right now. It's very reliable. It's fine. It gets me from point A to point B. And most importantly, I get to keep my money instead of like paying interest on a very big car payment or paying a lot of insurance money and all those other things that come with just having a new car. So I think I'm gonna stick with my Corolla. Anyway, I think we'll call it here. We've been live for over an hour now. So I made a lot of videos on this live stream, so we're gonna be oh, that's funny you said that in the Mustang came up. That's not even the Mustang I was looking at. But I guess because I was looking at a Mustang, it's giving me all the Mustangs. Damn, I didn't know you were streaming today. I didn't know either. I just got super bored and I just decided to live stream. So yeah, we're gonna live stream tomorrow too. I'll be here tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is after work. So yeah. But with that being said, just remember, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. This is all just for entertainment purposes. Nothing more. Have a great night. Have a great week. If I don't see you tomorrow, I will be live again tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thank you so much for all the super chats, all the members, all the subscribers, and everybody that participated in the live stream. Thank you so much for all of your support. Have a great night, and I'll catch you guys in the next live stream.